That's right. We love Adelaide and we love to be able to give you stuff.
Freebies.
Absolute freebies. And this morning I'm really excited because not only can I give you a freebie, but there's a reason for giving you the freebie. It's because we're talking about the best Christmas pageant ever.
Quite literally.
Excited. I think I've watched this trailer like 6 times. I'm really keen for it, to be honest, like so excited. And to chat to us this morning all about the best Christmas pageant ever, we've got Kevin Downs from Kingdom Story, also a producer of the film. Good morning, Kevin. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you, hear you, and good to be here.
We are so keen for this film. It's out in 2 days' time here in Australia. And I've got in my hot little hand tickets to give away, Adelaide.
Nice.
They're
Woohoo.
right here. Tell me about this film, Kevin.
You're gonna love it. I mean, first of all, it's a story that is a best-selling adaptation from a best-selling book from 1972. Barbara Robinson wrote it, called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, and takes place in a small town where these kids kind of hide all the hijinks and the fun, and there's a lot of humor in it. But what you don't expect is the heart that comes through. And so these kids kind of hijack the town Christmas pageant, and they learn along the way what the true meaning of Christmas is all about. And us as an audience, we get to learn through their eyes in a very unique and different way. And of course, a lot of hilariousness tends to ensue. But then the end of the movie, the heart of Christmas really comes out in a way that you don't expect. And so it's a movie that you're going to laugh, you're going to cry. It's a crowd pleaser. Audiences love it. It just opened in cinemas in North America last weekend. It did incredible. And so we're really loving that. It was huge. It was #2 in North America. So hey, we're loving that, and all the box office. So yeah. And so now you guys get it right after us, which is really great. So go and see it in cinemas. Take your kids. It's appropriate for all ages, young or old. And it's not just a kids movie. It's not an adult movie. It's for everybody.
Yeah, and you guys have got some huge names in this film, Kevin. You've got Judy Greer, Pete Holmes, Lauren Graham narrating the film. Like with those names and such a great cast, being involved with the film, how did you guys sort of create an environment that allowed for the comedic relief, the heartfelt performances, all with, filming with such talent, pulling it all together?
Yeah, we wanted actors for the adult roles. We wanted names where they could obviously pull off the humor, but they could also pull off the heart. And so we didn't just want comedians that could just do one side, or dramatic actors that could do the other. And so I think with Judy and Pete and Lauren, who actually does make an appearance in the movie, she's not just the narrator, sort of a surprise appearance at the end. Incredible actors with incredible. Yeah. Incredible actors with incredible resumes that really just bring everything you want. Judy, of course, has been in such big movies, and she's just a lot of fun. And then of course all our kids that really steal the show, that play the Herdman kids, as well as Grace, who's played by Judy Greer. Her 2 children are really incredible. We just love it. We got really fortunate and blessed with kids, because you never know, whether they could pull it off or not. And these kids really pulled off something that impressed me in my 30 years of producing films. So it's almost lightning in a bottle. So yeah, you want to see it while you can see one of those films that kind of have that special moment.
I mean, films like Courageous, I Can Only Imagine, American Underdog, Ordinary Angels, also Johnny Cash, The Redemption of an American Icon. Some of these films, especially here on Life FM, our listeners have seen these films. We love these films. And I think, you've got so much experience. And I feel like I'm already going to know the answer, but is it probably one of the most chaotic sets when you've got mostly children in the movie?
Yes. It was controlled chaos. It could have gotten out of control. But I can honestly tell you it was absolutely controlled chaos, because our kids were so gifted. We really believe God put the right children into our lives, because they had such command of the dialogue, and they really understood the story that they were telling, and none of them shied away from the story that we were telling.
Mm.
And so that was really beautiful. And so it was fun. The last day of filming, we were filming one of the Christmas pageant scenes, and when the assistant director yelled cut, literally all the kids on stage started crying because they didn't want it to end. It was just a
Oh,
beautiful moment. And then at the premiere last weekend in Los Angeles, they were like crying because it was like a family reunion of sorts. So it was just really a
Oh,
oh
beautiful, beautiful
wow.
cast. Yeah.
that is so sweet. I mean,
Yeah.
look, everybody knows a family like the Hermans, right? So if you're, whether or not you go to church on a regular basis, or perhaps you just in your community, everybody knows that family that, let's be honest, we kind of, you look down your nose a little bit and you kind of go, oh no, what's going to happen here? And I think this movie is just such a reminder of the love that we should have for everyone, the love that Jesus has. And I have to say, I love this movie. I'm so keen to watch it. Some of the messages that obviously you want to get across, like there's the fun and there's, the chaotic mess and the kids and it's so much fun. You got the comedy from especially Judy Greer. I love Judy Greer. But some of these deeper messages that you guys are trying to get across, especially ahead of Christmas, I mean, what are you really wanting to resonate in families and children and especially parents? I think parents this is the important one and what we should be teaching our kids and how they should be, treating each other.
Yeah, the story is about the birth of Christ, and so it's the birth of
Mm,
Jesus told from the perspective of these children. And so for those that have never heard the nativity story before, it'll be certainly an eye-opening experience, I think. But if you have, you might learn something new. You go, oh, I didn't know this.
mm,
And so our goal is that to kick off this Christmas season, people are able to go to the cinemas and see a fun, uplifting, but also heartfelt, creative message that gives the reason why we celebrate Christmas. And meaning
yes.
it's not just about Santa Claus and snow and this and that. It's
Mm.
about the birth of Jesus. And so we want people to really understand that and to celebrate and kick off the Christmas season in a way that's appropriate.
Yes,
Mm.
absolutely.
Yeah, and in all of that, there's one line that was in the trailer that popped out. I think it was by Judy's character, and she simply just says, "Jesus was born for us just as much as he was for the herdmans." A simple
Yeah.
line that was just in the trailer, but a really, really good reminder for all of us of actually, yes, we are all different.
Mm.
Families are a fun dynamic, to put it at the least, and sometimes there may be some kids that are causing a bit of disturbance, but just a simple line of a reminder. Actually, yeah, Jesus was for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's to put that line into context. Her daughter, because it's the pageant is so challenging. Her daughter is saying, "Well, shouldn't we just, replace them?" And of course, then
Mm,
you have Judy's line that Jesus was born for us just as much as he was for the herdmans, um,
Mm.
uh, and reminding that. And what Judy says is, if we replace them now, we'd be missing the point. And
Yeah.
so that's what
yeah.
you'll hear after that. It's like, look, we should not be judging those that might seem to be different. Because at the end of the day, we actually might learn something new. And of course, we should be putting on an act of selfless love towards those individuals. And that's one of the themes of the story that I love. Just the way that Dallas Jenkins, our director from The Chosen, popular television series,
Mm.
really how he weaves those things together. He does such a great job. So I'm convinced that families are going to really enjoy this. What a beautiful film to have out for the holiday season.
Absolutely. Now, I just want to quickly ask, when people go to watch this movie from Thursday, is there a particular scene or a particular moment in the film that and this will stick with you forever, like you're never going to forget, and this has just resonated with you?
Yes, it's all about the ham, and I'll leave it at that. You got to go to the cinemas to understand, but you're going to go, now I get what he meant. It's all about the ham.
I can't wait. Actor, writer, CEO, producer from Kingdom Story Company, Kevin Downs, thank you so much. I'm so keen to go see the best Christmas pageant ever in cinemas this Thursday, Adelaide, and I've got tickets in my hands. Let's give them away
Woo!
this morning. Kevin, thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to see how this is going to do in Australia.
Thank you guys so much. God bless.